With the new Froala 4.6 update, we're adding a new Find and Replace plugin. So building this feature yourself can obviously be a lot of work, and this plugin is designed to handle it for you. So let's take a look. First of all, here's the way most users will see it. You click on the button in the toolbar, in this one, and a pop-up will appear. It's simple and does exactly what you'd expect. For example, if you search for the word case without any of the advanced options turned on, it's going to show and highlight all the word case. And for example, if you match case, it will only show those that match the capital C here. And for whole words as well, it's going to show everything that has the word case in it. So same with the replacing. If you want to replace, click on replace, it's going to replace it with something. So for example, you want to replace case with the word something. It's going to replace what's currently in the index here. So for example, I want to move towards this one. It's going to replace it. And if you want to replace all, as expected, it's going to replace all. But here's where it gets really interesting for developers. So what if you don't want to use our pop-up? Not that anything's wrong with a pop-up. It looks nice and clean along with the Froala design aesthetic. So every single function that you saw in this pop-up, finding, replacing, matching case, is also available as a direct API command. So the control panel on the left that I made demonstrates this. So it doesn't use a pop-up at all. It's just calling the same underlying commands. So for example, this find matches button is just calling the find matches methods. For example, I'm going to find the word test. Again, it's just using the find matches method, and it highlighted all the words that are test. And it's just showing just these right now because I have enabled match case and match whole word, but I'll talk about that later. So for example, we want to use a find next match. It's going to work as intended. You can also find the index as well if you want to build your own custom search bar, and find the replace. It's going to be here for you to play with and implement in your app. And the control doesn't stop at runtime commands. You can also change how the plugin behaves when it first loads using configuration options. So we have 3. So enable match case, enable match whole word, and show find and replace. So for instance, if your users almost always needs a case sensitive search, you can set enable match case to true. So that way the checkbox in the pop-up is already checked for them when the editor loads. So it's about saving clicks and setting smart defaults for specific use cases. So when this is set to true, this advanced options here in the pop-up will always be set to true. You can even find the find and replace pop-up here automatically as soon as the editor is ready using the show find and replace option. So I'm going to do this right now. Apply configuration. Right now, when you restart the editor, it doesn't show it. So, but if you have show pop-up and then it's set to true, so this one, show find and replace, and restart it, it's always going to show. So why is this a big deal? Why is this all so important? Because it means you're not locked into our design and you have the freedom to build the exact experience that you want. Maybe a search bar in your app's header makes more sense, or a permanent find and replace sidebar that I have created here. So the combination of configuration options and API commands give you the building blocks to create any UI you can imagine. It's also more about the UI. You can use these commands to automate tasks like cleaning up user pasted content without them ever opening a dialog. And because the plugin fires events of these actions, you can hook your own logic into the process, so you're in complete control. It separates the features logic from the interface and giving you power to integrate it deeply within your application. That's how versatile and extensible Froala is. So that's the new find and replace plugin. This is one of the most requested features so far for Froala whenever we talk to our customers and developers like you guys. And I hope that this will give you and your users more flexibility with using Froala. And I will be adding this code for you to test in our GitHub. And our documentation is also up and running for you to also check all these methods, events, and configurations for the new Find and Replace plugin. Hope this was useful, and see you in the next one.